Hey guys. Hey everybody.
Hello.
How are you guys?
Awesome.
Good, good. I'm so excited to see everybody on. All right. Well, we're gonna go ahead and get started. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna mute you guys out. Angel, you'll have to unmute when I mute everyone. All right, good deal. Well, thank you guys so much for getting on tonight. I know that some of you are prospects and you were asked to get on to maybe take a look at Isagenix as a business opportunity. I know some of you are already using Isagenix products and maybe you're wondering how to get your products paid for or how you would make money. So tonight we're really going to be focusing on the financial side of Isagenix, how to make money, that type of thing. We're going to touch just slightly on the product though, just because it's very hard to separate the Isagenix product from the Isagenix business because they really go hand in hand. And so what I'm going to do first of all is I'm going to ask Angel to kind of share her story a little bit just to give you some background. Angel's been using the Isagenix product since August. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask her just to share a little bit about her experience with the product, what has changed, how the products have helped her. So Angel, do you mind just sharing just a little bit maybe, and go ahead and share what you do full-time for your job and just a little bit about you, and then share what you've experienced so far with the Isagenix products.
Well, my name is Angel, and I work in physical therapy. I work in an outpatient setting. I work with pediatric kids and then adults of all ages. But I came into Isagenix more for the energy side of it. You know, I could push through my work day, but by the end of it, you know, I was pretty exhausted. I just didn't have anything left for my family when I got home. And, you know, I have a 14-year-old son, and you just can't do that, you know. He wanted to play baseball, which is actually kind of scary. You know, he wanted to, you know, pitch to me, and then shoot hoops. But I just would look around and just, what could I not put off? That's basically all I felt like doing by the time I got home. I just wanted to crawl in the bed and, you know, not do anything else, not even think. But, you know, that's completely changed for me. Here I am, you know, on Zooms at 8 and 9 o'clock at night now, you know, rather than crawling in bed. But I just feel so much better. And I like the way that my friend Sarah, you know, she coined the term clean energy. And I just love that because that's the way it feels. It's natural, clean energy. You know, it's not jittery. I've also, you know, lost 11 pounds and I've managed to keep that off now for 6 months. So I sleep better. It's just amazing.
Awesome. I love it. And Angel, what products with the Isagenix, what products did you use which are the product line, what did you use that you feel like have given you the results that you have?
Well, I use, you know, basically the core products. I use the Isoline shakes. When I first started, you know, I started using 2 shakes a day. I use the Ionix every morning. I don't want to miss that. And I cleanse at least, you know, 4 times a month.
Mm-hmm.
The product B, and I love the E-shots.
Good, good. So the shake, the cleanse, the Ionix, the product B, and the E-shots are really your go-to products.
Yes.
So the reason why, and I know this isn't going to be a product talk, but I do want to share this because I'm going to share my business story with you guys in just a little bit. But when I started into Isagenix, I came in for the business. But I did look at the products. I tried to decide, does this company have something that sets it apart from other companies that will allow me to maybe have a little bit of a niche market? And the answer definitely is yes to that question. what I found through my research and now using the products. So Angel is using the shake. Our shake is comes from New Zealand, so it's very solution-based. It has all of your macronutrient meals in it. Because it is so jam-packed with macronutrients, it really helps to take your cravings away, and it also just keeps you full for so long. It's undenatured, meaning that it's processed at a colder temperature than other companies' shakes. And so the absorption rate is really, really high. So that's why you're hearing Angel say things like, I have this really clean energy. So it's not like she had sugar or carbs that brought her energy up and then all of a sudden it crashed down and she's craving all that again. It's like this whole sustained energy, and that's because our shake is a superfood nutrition, which is very exciting from a marketing standpoint. The Ionic Supreme that Angel's talking about is a mineral drink. It actually helps to support the cortisol levels in the body. It helps to keep your stress levels down. And when your cortisol levels being supported, it's much easier for you to lose weight and really to maintain that weight loss. So for me, I lost 30 pounds in my first 3 months, but I've kept that off now for 5 years, and that's the miracle. But that is because we are very, very solution-based, looking at what caused us to be overweight to begin with, what lack of nutrients or lack of stress support. So that's the Ionic Supreme. The Cleanse for Life is a cellular detox. I thought for sure it was X-Lax when it came on my porch. I thought I can sell Isagenix and never be cleansed for life because I didn't want to take what I thought would be X-Lax. But it's not at all that. It's a cellular cleanse. So it's much like a juice fast where basically you're fasting your body. There's a lot of benefits to it that are patented through our company, so it actually helps to connect itself to toxins that are in the body and helps to pull the toxins out. So yes, definitely most people find themselves losing weight as they cleanse their body. What I found more than anything though was just my immune system being close to perfect, I guess. In 3 years, in 5 years, we have five members of our family, and we've only had one sick doctor visit. So the Cleanse for Life is just amazing for the immune system as well as for losing weight. And then our product B is an anti-aging product. You guys can Google or go to a website called theproductbdiscovery.com. It is definitely the research, the product that pushed me over the edge when I was making a decision for Isagenix. We looked at a lot of other companies. And the product B, though, has Nobel Prize research behind it, so it helps to actually repair the body. It helps to repair what are called telomeres in the body. So that's also another amazing product. And then the E-Shots. The E-Shot is a little organic herbal drink. It comes in a little bottle, a lot like a 5-Hour Energy. It helps to bring the energy levels up. I will tell you that it does help tremendously with energy. I use it for my focus issues, and it is very, very effective. So I do 2 a day. I take one every morning when I get up, and then I take one prior to my workout. And so as far as giving you a sustained energy, it's really the best thing that I've ever used, and it also does help me a lot with my focus. And so those are some of the kind of the core products. I do want to share with you just how you would purchase products, because that's going to lead us a little bit into the business, and I'm going to have Angel share about that as well. But basically, let's say that you are a consumer and you just want to know, how do I get these products? How do I get them? What you do, every single person in Isagenix pays $20 and they open up a wholesale account, and $29 they open up a wholesale account. It's like opening up an account to Amazon Prime. Then you're able to purchase whatever products you want to purchase for an entire year at wholesale cost. Our packs are all different in pricing. I'm going to let the person that had you get on help you to figure out a pack that would match you and your budget and your needs. But I can tell you our packs range anywhere from $148 all the way up to $559, just depending upon what you would want or need for your budget and your needs. For me, I actually saved money because, like what I was saying earlier, Isagenix is a superfood nutrient. So I replaced my meals with Isagenix. And so I replaced 2 meals a day with Isagenix. So I actually saved money on my grocery bills. So that's kind of just a little bit of just a little nugget of the product. The person that had you get on can tell you so much more. But Angel, I muted you again. I was having some feedback, so you have to unmute again. But Angel, I want you to share just a little bit, because you came into Isagenix for energy needs. You started getting those energy needs, and I just think your story is so unique because you never became an Isagenix salesperson. It's not like you were calling people saying, hey, I want to sell you some Isagenix. You still don't do that. But you just kind of shared your story online, and eventually you were able to get your products free plus make some money. So do you mind sharing what you've experienced with that, like what that's looked like for you, and maybe even your concern? Because I remember when we first talked, you were concerned about selling something online. So do you want to share a little bit?
Yeah. I've been able to make, $7,000 in additional income, for my family. And that has been a huge blessing. And, today I was actually thinking about that. If I had to work 40 hours, and I've been doing it for like 6 months. So if I had to actually work, 40 hours in 6 months, how much would I had to have made an hour to make that? And it comes out to, I did the math, and it was $7.28 an hour, and that's so close to minimum wage. And, I already work, a 50-hour work week. So that's not possible, to work that much more. And I've simply done that, strictly by just curiosity posts on Facebook. I'd make my post, people would comment on my post, or, send me a private message. And so it's totally been done like that. Like you said, I've not reached out to people any other way.
Right. And one thing I've noticed watching your page, Angel, and I've had people look at your page, just, I'll tell them to look you up on Facebook and look at it, is you've never one time, I don't think you've ever even said the word Isagenix on your page ever.
Not at all.
So what does that look like? You wake up in the morning, what do you do? I mean, to make 7,000 extra, like what you said, just making posts on Facebook. And initially that wasn't even a goal. Initially you just were getting results and putting your post up, and it just initially started happening where people were asking you. But what does that look like? What do you do? Like, what types of things are you posting?
Well, I just tell my life, my story, what's going on with me. I post pictures of my grandbabies, pictures of my family, things that we do. I love Jesus, so I've got that on there, just real life. And my first original post was, this is my first cleanse day ever, wish me luck, and I just simply took a picture of my cleanse in the cup, So.
And then people just started asking and really following your progress. So yes. That's exciting. So I love it. So I think, thank you so much for sharing, Angel. And I wanted these guys to hear your story, because I know there's a lot of people on the line that are using the products and they don't really want to sell Isagenix. And so your story is so perfect, and that really wasn't your goal. I mean, now, yeah, you're like, I'm making money. How do I make 100,000? How do I change the 7,000 to 100,000? But just initially, I love it. So I think it's just relevant. So thank you so much for sharing your story very much. But you guys, I want to share, when I came into Isagenix, I had a 13-year run with another network marketing company, and I had made it all the way to the top of that company. And Angel came into Isagenix looking for energy. So she was tired, she's exhausted, and she's just hoping she can feel better. She started using the product, and by chance, people started seeing her results and started asking her questions, and she started making money. I came in from a different point of view, or a different side of life, because when the recession had hit, my income really went down. And I was struggling. I was stressed. My stress was, I gained 30 pounds. I did that in about an 8-month period of time. I was in denial. I had a personal assistant that worked for me, and I sent her down to the store where I buy my jeans, and she brought my jeans home and they didn't fit. And I was like, oh no, those are tagged wrong. And she kind of looked at me like, I don't think they're tagged wrong. And so I had went from about a size 8 to a size 6'8" to a size 14 in a matter of way less than a year. But I did not care about my weight. And so I did not care at all. All I cared about was my income had taken a dip, and I was struggling to pay my bills, and I was sick and tired of being sick and tired. And I wanted to make a change. And so I started really looking around for something different. Because I had been successful in network marketing, and I don't want to paint the picture that my business wasn't successful, my other business. I was making about $130,000 a year. I had a free luxury car, but I had been making more. And so when you're used to making 160 and suddenly your income goes down to 130, 120, it really puts a damper on your life. And so when I was looking, I thought about opening a daycare. I was thinking about doing all these different things. And my friend approached me about Isagenix. And I ignored her message. I hate it that I can't see everybody because I would love to know who on here has ignored messages. But I ignored messages. So I would see her message and I would scroll past and not even click on it because I didn't even want her to know that I had seen it. And so I just scroll past. I'm like, not doing that. That's not happening. And her husband called my husband and almost forced me into listening. And literally, my husband was like, you owe it to them to go listen. We're going to go listen. So I went mad. I went mad at my husband that he agreed. So all the way there, I was saying things to him like, don't make eye contact, don't look at her, we're not going to do it, I'm only going for the free food. And I'm a pretty easygoing person for the most part, but I was super negative about going to this meeting. So the only reason why I bring that up is so many times when people are listening to the opportunity, they come in like I did with a skeptical mindset. Even though I was making $100,000, I had seen everything that you could possibly see dirty about network marketing. I had seen it. And so I was burnt out on the industry. But when I saw the compensation plan, I was so impressed. I signed up right then, basically. My husband's elbowing me under the table like, I thought you said that you weren't going to pay attention, and now like you're signing up to do it. And I did, and I drove home. And on my way home, I was making the list of who am I going to talk to? Who am I going to reach out to? How am I going to make this business work? And literally, I came home. I lost 30 pounds. People started asking me. I started building. I built on social media. And the amazing thing, just like what Angel is saying, I would get up in the morning. I'd post on Facebook. I'd go do things with my kids. I'd eat healthy. I'd work out, take some pictures. And I never ate healthy before, just so you know. I ate Twinkies. I ate Little Debbie's for breakfast. And if I needed to lose weight, I ate a Happy Meal instead of a number 6. And that is not an exaggeration. That is honest. That's what I did. And so I really started doing that in storytelling, and I was able to earn $91,000 in my first 5 months doing that. But that's great. I mean, I had earned a lot of money in network marketing before, but this next piece that I want to tell you, what I want to say is I want you to really focus on these words, because then what happened was I was put in a position where I had to take off for 2 years. And during the time that I took off, I didn't work. Like sitting on the couch watching Oprah didn't work. Like watching Netflix series, not working. And during that time when I was not able to work, I earned $150,000 the first year I couldn't work, and $130,000 the next year I didn't work. I have been making $100,000 since I was 26 years old. I've been a 6-figure earner, but what I had never experienced in my life was I had never experienced the ability to earn 6 figures not working. And the difference was this business was able to pay me when I couldn't work. And it gave me a relief that I had never experienced in all my adult years. Before, every Sunday when I had a 9 to 5, I used to be a teacher, I would dread going to work. Oh no, it's going to be Monday. I was stressed about going to work. Or at having my own business, I was always worried about who was I going to sell to? Who was I going to get in front of? How was I going to do that? Because if I didn't sell, I wasn't going to eat. And so all I had ever experienced was a ball of stress. Whereas now on Sunday nights, I can work out of inspiration versus desperation. So that has completely changed my life. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw the compensation plan out for you. I'm going to take time. I'm going to draw it out 2 ways. So I'm going to show you the front end bonuses and draw out the residual income, how I was able to earn that money when I wasn't working. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to then draw it out for you in another way so that you're going to see it both ways. The first 3 or 4 minutes is going to be a little bit redundant, so I apologize ahead of time, but I'm just going to draw out a foundation for you guys. If you're on an iPhone or a phone in general and my screen is little on your phone, you can slide the arrow over so that you can only see my board and nothing else. So if you see a bunch of squares, you want to scoot that over so that all you see is mine, and I might be able to fix this for you guys. Does that show you me? Like, I can't even see you guys now. So hopefully you see my board now. If not, just unmute and tell me, but I think it's good. So basically, whenever you come into Isagenix, this is you. So like when I said earlier, if you want to build a business, this is you. You basically pay $29 and you buy your own product. So the cost of doing business is purchasing your own product. So it's $29 plus either $148 or all the way up to $559. So I mean, you really can start a business for under $200, which is unheard of. It's unheard of. And so you come in, this is you come in as what's called an associate. And as an associate, you have wholesale buying rights. So you're able to purchase whatever products you want to purchase at wholesale. Now, what happens then is you're able to refer the product and tell people about it. So what I mean by that is, let's say that you're down 30 pounds and people suddenly are like, oh my goodness, what are you doing? For me, people always ask me if I had facial work done. Did you have some facial work done? I'm like, no, it's product B. Oh my gosh, it's great. And so they're like, okay, well, I want to try it. So when people notice your results and they ask you to try it, you can actually refer them. So let's say you tell this guy here and this guy here. I'm going to color these people in. Every circle that is colored in denotes that you told those people. So you told this guy and you told this guy about Isagenix. This is called you share. Now, when you share with 2 people, you actually earn $50 because you become what's called a consultant. So you share, you earn $50 because you shared with 2 people. They have to buy products. You can't just share with them and then not buy. They have to buy products, and you make $50. Those of you that are typically in Isagenix, I'm going to go back. You already know the comp plan. I'm going to go back and talk about the PIBs. I know that might feel a little bit confusing, but because we're drawing this all the way out tonight, I'm going to go back and talk about the PIBs. So you share. Now, because you've shared with 2 people, what happens is that your gates open and you're now able to earn on every single thing below you. This right here is what made me resign from my other company to come over to Isagenix. The fact that you earn on everything below you and a couple of other things, which we're going to talk about in just a second. So you share. Now, I'm going to say that this guy's name is Bob, and I'm going to say this guy's name is Sam, just to give them a name. Now, let's say that Sam tells 2 of his friends. When Sam tells 2 of his friends, you make $100, because Sam referred two of his friends. Then when Bob tells two of his friends, you earn $100. This is called you share, they share. So you shared, and then the people you shared with, they shared with their friends. You made 100 when Sam shared. You made 100 when Bob shared. Now, because you shared, they share, so you share, they share. If you do that in your first 60 days, you earn an additional $250. It's crazy. It's just like you think about Angel. Angel came home, she got energy, so the other girls at the office started doing it. They got energy, their friends started doing it. That's how she happened to earn $7,000 without really trying. Pretty crazy. So now you're going to tell someone else, and they're going to tell two people, you make $100. You tell someone else, and they tell two people, you make $100. You do it again. You tell someone, they tell two, you make $100. And you tell someone here, and they tell two, you make $100. Now, that is called you share, they share times 3. You did it 1, 2, 3 times. You share, they share times 3. When that happens, you make another $750. Now, you do it again. You tell someone else, and they tell two, you make $100. You tell someone else, and they tell two, you make $100. This is the redundant part, but we're almost done here. You tell someone else, they tell two, you make $100. And last time you tell someone, they tell two, you make $100. Now, this is you share, they share times 5. When that happens, you make another $1,000. So these bonuses, the 1,000, the 750, the 250, the 50, and all of these hundreds, all of those add up to $3,050 in front-end bonuses. So I did that in my first 3 weeks in the company. Now, we also get paid in addition to that. In addition, on the front end, we get paid. So remember, everybody that's colored in are people that you told. When someone that you tell actually orders, when someone that you tell orders a package. So our most popular package is what's called a value pack. So if somebody were to order a value pack, this is our best value. Let's say Sam ordered a value pack. You would get paid $80 because Sam ordered a value pack. If Bob ordered a value pack, you would get paid $80 because Bob ordered a value pack. If they ordered them in the same week, the bonuses would double and you get paid $160 and $160, which is $320. And that's anytime any of these people that are colored in, the people that you personally told, when they order packs like that, you get paid extra bonuses. So my first 3 weeks in Isagenix, I made $3,000. My next month, I made $6,000. But that's because my friends, when they were coming in, were ordering packs. Now, I'm going to erase some of this really quick, just to kind of clear this up. While I erase this, I'll be very transparent with you. When I came into this company, remember, I was already making executive income. And so when my friend drew this part that I just showed you out, I wasn't that excited because $3,050, I felt like I could sell stuff on eBay and make $3,050. I used to sell lipstick for a living. I sold $3,000 in lipstick in my first month. And so that wasn't that impressive for me. I mean, it was good. I spent it. I'm excited. $3,050. I mean, plus the pips. It's exciting. But this next part is what made my jaw drop. Because remember how I told you never in my life had I experienced an income that work that I would go do that would pay me off over and over and over again. So this changed everything for me, this next part. Now, as these people here, so remember, as soon as you tell 2 people, your gates are open and you're able to earn on everything below you. When you tell 2 people, a line goes straight down the middle and divides your team. And this to the right is your right team. And this to your left is your left team. Now, every time these people are ordering products, because you've told 2 people, you're paid on everybody, whether you told them or someone else told them. Now, watch as the team grows. What happens is this guy right here, you don't know him, because this guy that you told him. So you probably don't even know him. But then he tells 2 people. And then this guy tells 2 people. And this guy, and this guy, and this guy. These people begin to tell all of these other people. And this is the deal. You know how I said I want to talk to you just a little bit about the products, because you can't separate the products from the business. I mean, the thing is, we have Nobel Prize research. We have millions of dollars that go into the research of our products. And some of our products, like our product B, has an 86% retention rate. So people start purchasing and they don't stop. So because our products are so strong, people begin to tell other people and tell other people, and then it just begins to branch out in all of these different directions, and you're paid on everybody. Everybody, okay, below you. When I saw this, I was like, what? How can that be? What happens is when people order product, it's converted over from currency over to business volume. That's because we are an international company. And so we have people in our tree from Malaysia, Singapore, China, the US, everywhere. And we might even have friends from Malaysia on the line tonight. I didn't even look to see who was on. But our currencies can't mix because we work together. So everything's moved over to a point system. So let's say this guy here ordered a value pack. You don't know him. There's no way you know him. If he ordered a value pack, that value pack is worth 300 points. Think of it points like a football game, like a football team. Like he just scored a touchdown that was worth 300 points. When he ordered that 300 points, everybody above him in the tree gets 300 points that go into what's called their account. So 300 points here. Let's say this guy orders 300 points and this guy orders 200 and 300, 200. These guys are all ordering points, and what happens is all of that flows up to you. You don't have to keep track of it. The computer keeps track of it for you. So I went out Christmas shopping this year, and I cycled 7 times while I was out Christmas shopping. So I'm going to show you what that means in just a second. The computer kept track of all of it. I didn't do anything. Now, if you add up all of the points on this side, let's say they all add up to 6,000 points. 6,000 points go into your account, and you can cash that in and get paid money on it. Over here, let's say 3,000 points go into your account. Now, every single time you have 600 points on one team plus 300 points on the other team for a total of 900 points, you earn 6%, which is $54. Now here we have 3,000 plus 6,000. You earn 6%, which would be $540. That's the residual money. That's the money that you're not working for. So the very first person that I enrolled right here was Joe Kirby. He ordered a 30-day system. He ordered it in 2011. Every single time he orders again and again and again, I make 6% on it. I don't call him. I don't do anything. He just orders it. When he tells his friends about it and they order it, I get paid on it. And so it's a little bit like Britney Spears. Like you're like a rock star in a sense. Because let's say Britney Spears recorded a song in 1995. Oops, I did it again. And every single time someone downloads her song, she gets paid on it over and over and over again. She might be laying on the beach, but what happens is she's getting paid on work that she did in the 90s. It's the same thing here. What we sell now, we're paid on over and over again. And not only on that, but on who they tell, and they tell, and they tell. So when I saw this, I was very, very impressed. Now, I'm going to show one more piece of this. Now, I will tell you that in the company that I came from before, it was called a multi-level network marketing company. So it was a very traditional network marketing company. I had thousands and thousands of people on my team, and I made money on them, but they did not make money on what I did. And so that gave network marketing a bad rap. I feel like two things give network marketing a bad rap. I feel like it's when people have to purchase inventories. With Isagenix, there are no inventories because everybody buys from Isagenix, or they'll say the guy at the top makes all the money. This compensation plan blows that out of the water, and that's because the founders of our company had network marketing experience. So they knew how to design this in such a way that we really are a team. It's super exciting. So I want you to watch this for just a second. And so way before I came into Isagenix, my friend Hillary came in. So that's Hillary. When Hillary came in, Hillary enrolled Rita and she enrolled Justin. When that happened, her gates opened. She's then able to earn on everything that comes below her. Rita then added 2 people. She added her husband, Steve, and she added a teacher she worked with. When that happened, her gates opened, and she's able then to earn on everything that comes below her. Now, what I want you to do is I want you to really pay attention to Rita. Hillary was a hustler, is a hustler, meaning that she's a strong business builder. And whether Rita worked or didn't work, Hillary was going to build her team. In Isagenix, watch the progression of the team. This is like the concept of many hands make light work because everybody works together. So when Hillary built her team, Hillary put one on her left and one on her right, and one on her left and one on her right, and one on her left and one on her right. Now, these people right here, Hillary put them in, not Rita. Hillary put them in. But because she put them in, because that's just where you put it, bottom left, bottom right, bottom left, bottom right. But because they're below Rita, Rita can earn on them. And not only them, but on everybody that's below them. So when Isagenix, if the person that had you get on, obviously they're a builder or they wouldn't have you get on, you're actually lucky. You're lucky because they're going to be building their team below you. Pretty exciting. And so when this person adds, they're putting one on their right and one on their left. So this guy, one on the left, one on the left, one on the left. So now all of these people are coming in and adding people, and they're all under Rita. Hillary came in way down here, and she added my friend Robin. When Robin was a network marketer. Then Robin came in, and she started adding all of these people that were amazing. And this started growing and growing and growing and growing and growing, and people started telling other people. And this ended up being in excess of 10,000 people that were down under Rita. Rita did not know Robin because Hillary put her in, let alone the 10,000 people that came in below Rita. And so if you think about 10,000 people, I mean, that's like the size of a small town, right? So all these 10,000 people, they're like getting their shake, drinking it up, having to reorder it over and over again. All of those points, remember the points I told you about, is they're ordering over and over and over again. All of those points are coming up to Hillary, but not only Hillary, they're coming up to Rita because Rita's able to earn all of that. This is what made me jaw drop. This is when I was like, sign me up. My husband was elbowing me under the table, and I was like, I can make 100,000 by Christmas. And so If you look at this, all of these points come up here to Rita. At one point, she had 600,000 points in her account. Now, people are like, well, how does Isagenix protect itself? This is how. So Rita, even though she had 600,000 points, wasn't making that much money at that point, because all she'd done was enroll this teacher here. So every time Rita would order and the teacher would order, Rita would get points here, but it was maybe like 600 points. So Rita was maybe cycling, 4 or 5 times a month. But what happens, because you have to have 300 for every 600, but the company would bank this. So what happened was this teacher told somebody, who told Holly to Mutt. And Holly changes everything for Rita. Because Holly lost 100 pounds with Isagenix. And when that happened, Holly started telling all of these other people. She ended up telling Lori Harder. Lori Harder is the #1, and she was Miss Fitness Universe and Miss Bikini USA in the same year. When she told Lori Harder ended up winning both of those titles, Miss Bikini USA, Miss Fitness Universe, using Isagenix. And when that happened, they started telling all of these other trainers and fitness competitors and gym owners, and this began to grow at an unreal pace, and it ended up being over 100,000 people and became the fastest growing team in all of Isagenix, down under Rita. Rita only ever told these 2 people. But Holly was a heavy hitter, and Robin was a heavy hitter. And every time there's 600 on one side and 300 on the other, Rita would earn $54, $54, $54. And last year she earned $750,000. And she only ever told those 2 people. Now, is that typical? No, that is not a typical story. She's the only person I know like that. But it would be typical to have a shared leg. So, for example, here is Angel and me. If we look at Angel and I saw Bonnie earlier too on here. So I'm in the tree, and then Bonnie's in the tree, and Angel's in the tree. Well, Angel came in and she started telling people, one on her left, one on her right, one on her left, one on her right. But then when I was adding people, I put one on my left and one on my right, and one on my left and one on my right. And Bonnie put one on her left and one on her right, and one on her left and one on her right. And then these people started building. And so Angel's in a very similar situation where we're adding these people down here. So that's really helping her along to earn her $7,000. And so that's what it's like. It's many hands make light work. So we all work together as a team. And it's what allows us to take off and the team and the business to continue to grow. It really is the most genius thing I've ever seen in my life. Now, we talked about you share, they share. I had somebody ask me if I would share this. So here we go. Okay. We talked about you plus 2, them plus 2. Now, that is our progression in Isagenix. So if what happened was everybody did this 13 levels deep, you would have 2 people, and then that would be 4 and 8 and 16 and 32 and 64 and 128, all the way down as it continued 13 levels deep. You would end up with 8,192 people. So if that was 13 levels deep of everyone doing you plus 2, them plus 2, you have 8,192 people. Now, the average person, remember when I was telling you guys about points, the average person orders 120 points per month. So if the average person ordered 120 points per month, that would be 983,040 points. Now, you divide that by 900, because every time there's 600 on one team plus 300 on the other team, for a total of 900, you would cycle. So we're going to divide that by 900, which is 1,092 times that you would cycle. And then if you take that times the $54, then that total is $59,310 per month. are $711,000 per year. Now, the crazy thing is that really doesn't happen because, you know, some people are going to use it, some people aren't, but in the perfect world, or some people are going to tell other people and some people aren't. But in the perfect world, that would be what would happen. But this is the deal. If even only 10% of the time it worked, if only 10% of the time that it worked, you would still make $71,000. I mean, that is insane. And so for me, when I saw this, I thought, I can do it. I can do this right at least 10% of the time. And it's definitely been true. So I want to just encourage you guys. I want to encourage you guys to try it. If you have questions, let the person that had you get on, let them know what questions you have. If you're already using the product, all you have to do is do exactly what Angel did. You're just going to kind of talk about it here and there on Facebook, and people are going to ask you questions. Your enrolling sponsor will teach you how to answer them, and it's just so easy. It truly is the easiest thing I've ever done in my life as far as getting my products paid for and posting and that type of thing. So that's what I have, but I definitely appreciate you guys listening. If you have any questions, let us know and just message the person that had you get on. And you guys have an amazing, amazing night. Good night, everybody. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye, guys.